Hello, this is a very short video regarding something that I have been following for a while. It is about the new apparent trend in the Russian army and their use of a so-called battalion tactical group. These battalion tactical groups have been mentioned in several publications. The one that I follow currently is just the Armor magazine, which is available online and free of charge. Just to get an idea what a formation like a Battalion Tactical Group or BTG looks like, I went into Steel Beasts and I ran the editor and I added the units according to the order of battle published in the Armor magazine, and this is how it looks like. As you can see, a BTG has a company of tanks. In this case, I used a T90 company of tanks. And then three companies, which are shown here as columns, three companies of BMP3s. In this case, I just dismounted the troops to take a look and see how this formation looks like. So I'm gonna briefly try to highlight the vehicles themselves. So as you can see, you have 9 platoons of BMP3s plus associated infantry. Then in other echelon here, I have anti-tank units, which I modeled two companies based in different vehicles. These, well, just to cover all bases, the current vehicle used by the Russian army is not within the Steel Beast inventory. You can check the Armor magazine article if you want to confirm that. But in this case, I used one company, which I'm highlighting right now, of BRDMs armed with missiles. And then I used another type of vehicle, which is actually a BM2, which has a missile launcher. I don't mean this to be accurate, of course, because the vehicle that is actually used is not present in Steel Beast, but at least this type of vehicle, the BMD2, is actually a very long time predecessor of the, I believe it's a 2S25 or something like that. That is the main anti-tank weapon, which is based in the same chassis. But I don't know how it's going to work. It's going to be a matter of experimentation. And then, of course, we have here one company of artillery. In this case, I'm using the 2S3, and this is supposed to provide the main indirect fire. As mentioned in the article 2, you can have actually two companies or three companies of self-propelled artillery. Not modeled here, it is anti-air assets, because, for the things that I plan to do with this type of formation, we'll just not put any opposition in terms of air assets. So how this formation looks like? Well, it has an impressive amount of vehicles in it. Here we have like a parade ground where we're showcasing all the units, and we're going to go through every single type of unit a bit more in detail. And well, just to mention how these units are used, the BTG, the battalions are used. Apparently, the Russian army is now interested in quick maneuver and decentralized maneuver. That's a far cry from the previous Soviet army, where everything was tightly controlled. And apparently right now the interest is to give the initiative to commanders, and that's why this small unit, which is easy to maneuver apparently and easy to command and supply, will offer that possibility. The other surprising thing about this formation, it is the way that it was supposed to use. It was used to quickly gain control of a geographical region, and then after that quick occupation, maintain control, kind of like a defensive type of posture, in order to gain certain advantages in terms of political negotiation, which the Russian government is counting on happening after these surprise moves. So here is the first echelon of the force, or at least the way that I aligned it. It doesn't mean that it needs to be used in this specific formation. This is just a parade ground, as I mentioned. I have one company of T90 tanks, which offer long-range fires, and you know, the T90 is quite a cookie to fight against. So I suppose that, you know, the firepower and the mobility of this tank will definitely help the formation to align with its tactical mission. And then from there we have three companies of BMP-3s with their, of course, their infantry, a lot of firepower and a lot of staying power, because one has to remember that infantry offers exactly that capability to have boots in the ground and help to maintain control of a certain region. And then we have anti-tank assets. As I mentioned before, I just put two companies there according to the order of battle that could be more or less accurate. We have BRDMs-2 equipped with anti-tank missiles. And, well, you know, time will tell when I try to compile scenarios if these are indeed an effective weapons platform for anti-tank roles. I suppose that their staying power is going to be quite low, and they would need to be used in, you know, a very inconspicuous manner. And the weapons platform that is not present in Steel Beasts is the 2S-25, if I remember correctly, which is one of the top of the line Russian anti-tank weapons. So I'm using here this very old system to supplant it. It doesn't have the cannon that the 2S-25 has it, but at least has you know, a long gone relative of the 2S-25, the same chassis. And then, of course, self-propelled artillery, in this case 2S-3s, which provide indirect fires. Right here, what you are seeing is roughly one battery. These battalion tactical groups can have up to 3 or maybe even more of these artillery batteries. So that's it for today. I just wanted to show you this formation, which looks very nice to fight against. And stay tuned. I am going to spin some scenarios using this formation.